Bunny Day is one of the most appreciated and enjoyed days in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I actually don't know a single person who doesn't love this event. In fact, I think Nintendo should make Bunny Day every day. That being said, I haven't actually done Bunny Day since 2020 and decided it would be interesting to try and complete the day myself once again. And so, after spending the last week having an explosive butt from takeaways, tragically engaging with far too many eggs for my own liking, forcing members of my community to gamble their points on whether or not there would be a fossil, it was time to face the most wonderful day there is. I started my day with Isabelle insinuating that she is in fact a witch and decided I needed to change my outfit to fit the vibe. Excellent. Isabelle can't be the only witch on this island after all. After the shortest clap in the world, I then proceeded to empty my pockets after forcing my friends to give me things and ruin their free time. For some reason, here I went into my bathroom and found myself aghast with the incredible decor before swiftly running away. A quick change of hair and I was finally ready to face the day. Upon checking my mail, I realised that a best friend had gifted me their snot and a tiny party hat. Quickly, I accepted these thoughtful tokens of friendship and felt elated with my new gifts. I thought that this was a purple hyacinth, so I almost combusted on the spot. Alas, I was fooled as always. I watered these flowers with my tears and then spoke to a tiny cat with an egg on her head. She refused to be seen with me on camera, and after struggling to find her 3 centimeters from the ground, I finally gave up. Before I knew it, the gentle sounds of Bunny Day were upon me. A light breeze, a wind-swept balloon, someone who can't aim, and Bunny Day had finally begun. Luckily, I learnt the worst one in the entire game, the bunny wall. I then stole some eggs from the egg trees of Eggland and added them to my pile of more eggs. Ignore the wasp hive, it's an egg on this day. I sighed the loudest sigh I have ever conjured and began to chat to Zipper, who told me off under his breath for judging his outfit, which I wish he had just shouted at me instead because God forbid I need to try hard in this world and actually listen. Anyway, he told me to get all the DIYs and make everything in order to unlock a special prize. I sincerely hope it's the Bunny Day wall. I completed my first task of gifting him one of every egg, and in return he put them nicely into a basket for me before dancing and laughing in my face. At this point I was overstimulated and decided to take off this hat filled with eggs despite it being the main focus of my entire outfit. I then thought it was time to try and decorate the plaza a bit more to make it suitable for the day. Somehow this egg basket was pooped out of my butt and a balloon appeared that wasn't anything to do with eggs. Hey! The place was beginning to look exactly how I planned. Another balloon graced my presence, but this time it was nay red nor bunny, it was in fact green, and held disappointing bamboo grove wool. After speaking to Henry, who gave me no indication he actually enjoyed wearing an egg on his head, I went to my shop to purchase a fridge of desserts to fit the vibe. After catching a bug I needed, grabbing some stale biscuits off the floor, and kidnapping some innocent hyacinths, I continued decorating for the day. I just decided to move on and do some dailies at this point, but alas I was greeted with more eggs from the very ground that I walk on. Nan gave me no thoughts whatsoever whilst rocking a little yellow number, and I went to visit my favourite child Hamlet. Alas, he was in no such Bunny Day get-up and in fact started exclaiming that Zipper's endurance was enviable. I abruptly left him to his chocolate donut and continued on with my life. Speaking to Zipper again, I realised that I was missing a DIY from my collection but had no clue what it was. He also gave me no help and made me scream into the tiny air particles surrounding my big head. I began to craft every item I had to see if it was enough anyway. I refused to believe his hateful words. Many items later, Nan decided she wanted to trade eggs with me, so I finally managed to remove some earth eggs from my life. Wow! I struggled to put biscuits on a table and then decided to see what the Bunny Day fence looked like. Unfortunately, my burst of creativity ended up creating 2 very phallic looking eggs. My mistake. I quickly removed that before Tom Nook would storm out and strangle me into nothingness and began searching for my final DIY. After scouring my DIYs, I decided to search the internet relentlessly for answers and clicked on the second link available. There it was, the Bunny Day lamp. Wow! I knew what I needed to do now, go along with my daily tasks and pray quietly for a balloon to pass by. Firstly, I decided to redesign my bedroom so that it would include the incredible furniture from this event. I'm sorry, but I actually hate this wardrobe. There is no words to describe my hatred for this stupid freaking egg wardrobe. Anyway, continue, Katie. I put the floor down and the rug, but then immediately removed it because I could feel the blood pumping in my ears. Wow! I jump scared myself with an actual fossil, realised Cap'n existed for 10 seconds, and then hit this rock once before I got bored. With more potential fossils, I kept digging, only to be graced with eggs yet again. I buried some money, ran after Ione because she reminded me of Blue Jelly, and opened a bottle on my beach. I got a tall lantern DIY and had no clue what this was. After breaking and entering into Puddles' house to see if she was crafting, I was instead graced with her wearing a MILF top I designed. Good job, Puddles. After some more eggs and harassing an innocent tree, I finally found the final fossil. Blathers, on my arrival, almost launched into the stratosphere after seeing my outfit, so I of course gave him some squished bugs and bones from my pockets.
Mwah.
Another egg, and smacking this rock many times to acquire some bells. I went to invest my money into the turnip market. Alas, I did not have a lot of bells and I felt like a complete fool. I pooped out the turnips in my house, pooped out the eggs by the town hall, and heard the wonderful sound of a balloon passing by. Unfortunately, it was just a mere egg. After that, I went into the town hall before they cut off my wheat field addiction and grabbed some more money for Joan so she could one day buy a small box of tissues. Whilst threatening Zipper to fight, the sweet tune of a balloon caressed my ears once more. A present dropped and boom, the final DIY was swiftly in my mobile phone. Savagery on all levels. As I was about to craft the last DIY, I realised I hadn't actually got the materials because I'm a fiend and quickly ran back with my wood eggs. 2 lamps later and I felt invincible. I decided to craft some more balloons because I truly felt in the festive spirit now. Zipper then decided to congratulate me before shouting at my fat head that I wasn't done yet. I needed to make a small version of himself, but realised I might actually need more eggs after all the pain I'd already been through. A quick check and I needed more leaf eggs and sky eggs. Luckily, I knew just the tree I had been avoiding.
Give me your fucking money!
On the approach to trade my earth eggs for a sky egg, I heard the gentle breeze once more. A sky egg. The world was on my side after all. Let me tell you, I thought I was God in this moment. I quickly crafted the wobbling toy and threw my butt cheeks into Zipper's peripherals. Alas, he had another job to do. I needed to sacrifice his head to make a wand. Deal. I ran to my abode, grabbed my star fragments, and finally crafted the greatest gift of all, the Bunny Day wand. Sorry, Zipper. I ran to my freezer to get changed and began putting on some incredible outfits into the wand of bunny heads. And now, here we are, a slayer on all levels of Bunny Day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Bunny Day as much as I love the bunny wall. Goodbye.